Welcome to my daily report market analysis videos with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec on Monday, the 3rd of August. The first trading day of the month is the day of PMIs. You've had some decent data out of China, a decent upward revision actually on Eurozone, and slight downward revision on the UK. But aside from that, the general macro picture is still very mixed. Actually, what you've seen in the past month is is US dollar weakening, selling quite hard, and that's coming as the infection rates in the US have been continuing to climb, and a big problem there. But now we're starting to see other countries coming into their second waves, and that's affecting potential lockdowns and reclosing of the economy. So not in entirety, but certainly pockets of, and that could start to weigh on expectations of growth elsewhere other than the United States. So subsequently, we're starting to see a little bit, and only a little bit, of a dollar rebound. Nothing too significant yet, but on Friday and into today, we've seen a little bounce back on the dollar index, starting to sort of play out through the Forex majors. Euro dollar slightly lower, 0.2, as is sterling. You've also got the Aussie dollar also weaker. Now, Australia, the state of Victoria has gone into its own lockdown, so subsequently you're seeing Aussie assets hit on the back of that. But it's interesting that we're starting to see this coming into play. And how the US Congress can potentially agree on replacing its initial emergency labour market support will be also very interesting, because I think that you could start to see the US yields rising a little bit at least, and that should also help to support the dollar. We've seen the US yields falling over throughout the past month as expectations of US growth have faltered. So subsequently, we could see that dollar rallying on the back of that, but that's for later. I think for now, we're starting to see a little bit of a dollar rebound, but nothing confirmed as of yet. So equity markets have been mixed, actually, very mixed moves, certainly on Thursday and Friday. We've got the S&P futures, which are sort of fairly settled today, but it's interesting that settled nature is, well, still the DAX. Look at the DAX there. Has been under pressure actually in recent sessions, but the DAX has climbed back significantly early today. And I might add that it's my chart of the day, and you'll see on the chart of the day that it does tend to sell off into the close on the DAX, so watch out for that. But certainly we've seen a rebound initially on the DAX. Now, as I said, in terms of data points, the PMIs for Europe were out today. Sorry, not that table. That table. PMIs for Europe. Eurozone final manufacturing PMI upward revision from the flash. Slight downward revision on UK though. And then we're looking into ISM data for the United States, 53.6. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens there, given the fact that US is obviously rolling back on its economic reopenings. Anyway, so that does take me on to my chart today, which is the DAX. Now, DAX, as I'll show you, has been on a strong run higher until the last 2 weeks. Actually, it's fallen over. Now, that fall over has now started to weigh fairly considerably, actually, through momentum indicators. Those MACD lines, look at those. They are starting to go decisively into reverse, as are stochastics. RSI went below the 50 mark, didn't go below 40 yet. So you'd be saying that this is sort of threatening a correction, but not yet confirmed. So I wanted to go the other way with that. So we've seen that the market falling over, and as I said, negative candles throughout the course of the past couple of weeks, really. Negative candles suggest that the sellers win out in the end through the session. You might see the market higher on the day, but still showing a red candlestick, which shows that the close is below the open. That sort of suggests that the selling pressure is sort of later in the day. Had a bit of a technical rally today. Is it enough? I mean, you look at the fact that we are forming lower highs, lower lows now on the DAX in the last 2 weeks, breaking support lines and trend lines, and you'd be questioning how the market responds to that. You need to see the market back through probably this resistance band up to 12915 perhaps, but 12745 is the sort of basis of resistance now overhead, and unless you get back above that, it sort of still looks a little bit corrective, doesn't it, on the DAX. Key support, obviously, Thursday's low, 12254. And that's protecting these couple of lows back from June, the 11957 and basically the 11600 mark. So we are still looking a little bit corrective despite this rebound on the DAX today, and we'll see how this progresses. But obviously it still has to claw back an enormous sell-off day that we saw on Thursday. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading today. Click here to subscribe to our analysis videos. Go to our website, sign up for our webinars, and also click to watch Trader Talks, our videos that give you top trading ideas.